Dear Taurus, welcome. Welcome to this quiet space, this moment carved out just for you. If you found your way here, perhaps drawn by a quiet nudge or an unspoken question in your heart, know that it feels like more than just chance. It feels like a gentle synchronicity, doesn't it? A whisper from the universe suggesting there might be something here for your soul to hear today. I'm so glad our paths have crossed in this moment. Thank you for bringing your unique presence, your quiet strength, your very essence to this shared space. Your likes, your comments, the way you subscribe and return, it's like leaving little footprints of light, reminding me we're on this journey together. Please allow yourself to settle in, perhaps take a soft breath with me, and stay for this unfolding message. Remember always, dear Taurus, that your life is your sacred creation. These words, these insights, drawn from the symbolic language of archetypes and universal whispers, they are offered like lanterns on the path, but you hold the map. You are the one walking your unique journey, making the choices that feel true deep within. Consider these messages as gentle reflections in a pool of water. If something resonates, let it deepen your own knowing. If it doesn't quite touch your truth right now, simply let it ripple away with grace. Now let's gently explore the energies that seem to be flowing around you, touching the different gardens of your life. The garden of your heart's connections, the soil of your resources and stability, the sacred ground of your well-being, and the deep roots of your family bonds. Sometimes, the world speaks loudly about striving, about pushing harder to gain more, especially when it comes to resources, to what we call abundance. And yes, dedication has its own sacred beauty. Pouring your heart, your unique gifts into your work is a powerful act. It's less about just working harder, though, and more about aligning your effort with your soul's purpose, about infusing your contribution with quality and integrity that comes from deep within. That extra measure of care, that commitment, it's not just about productivity, it's about honoring the gifts you bring to the world. And when you do this, when you pour your authentic self into what you do, the universe often responds in ways that feel like a natural flowing back, an increase not just in reward, but in resonance. You, dear Taurus, understand the value of persistence. You've walked through your share of trials, haven't you? Times when you didn't give up, even when the path felt steep. And perhaps now, you can feel a subtle shift, a sense that life is offering new doorways, new chances to move forward because you held steady. There might be a growing sense of gratitude bubbling up, not just for the good times, but for the strength found in the challenges. It feels like trust is slowly returning, replacing old shadows of doubt. Things might be starting to turn in a more supportive direction, guided by your own steady hand. Yet sometimes, in our focus on building, on moving forward, other areas can gently recede into the background, almost unnoticed. Perhaps the connections within your family, those intricate ties with parents, children, siblings, feel a little distant, like ships that have drifted slightly apart on a quiet sea. Friendships might feel solid, like sturdy anchors, but the family constellation might hold a quiet ache, a space yearning for reconnection. Time flows like a river, doesn't it? And maybe there's a gentle nudge from the universe, a whisper inviting you to turn towards these bonds. It's not about blame or finding fault, but about reaching out with humility, with a soft heart, ready to understand, ready to bridge the space with gentle words or quiet presence. It's about honoring those deep, primal connections. And in the realm of the heart, for some of you, new dreams might be stirring. Perhaps you're sharing your heart space cautiously or joyfully with someone new, someone you're just beginning to truly see. It might feel different this time, couldn't it? Like this connection brings fresh perspectives, a sense of ease, a genuine getting along that feels nurturing. If this hasn't quite happened yet, please don't let hope dim. The universe works in its own beautiful timing, preparing wonderful things just beyond the horizon. For those who are journeying solo, there might even be a surprising echo from the past, encountering someone with whom things once felt incomplete, and suddenly there's a different energy, a possibility. It becomes a quiet moment for reflection. Does revisiting this path feel right for who you are now? Does it align with your healed heart? When we speak of well-being, dear Taurus, it feels so deeply rooted for you in grounding, in tangible care, good, deep rest. It's truly the foundation upon which everything else is built, isn't it? Allowing your body that sacred time to replenish is crucial. Pay attention to the whispers of your physical self. If there are persistent discomforts, little signals like skin sensitivities or imbalances in intimate areas, perhaps seeking gentle guidance from a health practitioner, a doctor, or a dermatologist, feels like a loving act of self-care, a way of honoring your body temple. Now, sometimes people look for external signs, like lucky numbers or colors, and while these can be fun little nudges, perhaps we can see them differently. Let's say the numbers whispering around you today carry the vibration of 50 and 2. Instead of seeing them as guarantees, maybe view them as gentle reminders of balance and expansive potential. If you happen to notice them, perhaps take it as a wink from the universe, a reminder of the flow you're in. Similarly, if the color magenta catches your eye today, that vibrant blend of red's passion and violet's spirituality, maybe see it as an invitation. Wearing it or simply noticing it could be a quiet way to align with its energy of vibrant harmony and heart-centered power. It's less about luck and more about resonance, about choosing to align with energies that feel supportive and beautiful to you. Please know this, even when doubt whispers or the path feels momentarily unclear, you are walking a path of wisdom, dear Taurus. You truly are. It's a path toward abundance. And remember, abundance isn't just about money. It's about richness of spirit, fullness of heart, deep connections. It's a path toward love, not just romantic love, but the vast, encompassing love for life itself, for the beauty in small moments, for your own precious soul. Don't let temporary clouds, those fleeting situations or moods, cast a shadow over the deep, abiding truth of your own journey toward happiness. You have an inner knowing, don't you? A quiet clarity is dawning about what you need, what steps lead you closer to your heart's truth. It's like you intuitively sense the way from where you are to where your soul longs to be. Those circumstances you might be navigating right now, they feel real, yes, but they are like phases of the moon, constantly shifting, not meant to last forever. Everything you experience, every challenge, every joy, carries a seed of meaning, a hidden lesson whispered by the universe. Sometimes we encounter what feels like a huge wall, blocking our way, and it's easy to feel discouraged. But perhaps it's just that we haven't yet understood the deeper message, the invitation to pause, to look differently, or maybe even to find a hidden door. So allow yourself to be carried, even for a little while, by the simple joy your favorite activities bring. That hobby that lets you lose track of time, that helps the stresses of the day dissolve. Lean into it. It's a gift. Feel the fortune in just being where you are right now. With all your history, your learned strength, your obstacles overcome, the walls you've learned to climb or dissolve. When you can touch that space of gratitude, even for the journey itself, your perspective shifts. Suddenly, you might notice the energy around you feels richer, doesn't it? Tinged with potential, with growth, with the quiet promise of fulfillment. It feels like the seeds you've so patiently planted, whether in your connections, your work, your personal becoming, are stirring, ready to break through the soil. The universe often rewards that steadfast Taurus persistence, and a breakthrough you've longed for might feel closer than ever. There's a powerful energy of fertility surrounding you now. And this isn't just about literal creation, though for some it might be. More deeply, it represents the birth of new possibilities, the culmination of your heartfelt efforts, projects, relationships, inner transformations. Expect to see tangible signs of growth, of blossoming. And speaking of movement, there's a sense of forward momentum. Like the energy of the chariot archetype is active, life might feel like it's picking up pace, moving out of any perceived stagnation. Decisions made with clarity are propelling you forward. If you've felt stuck, anticipate a shift, perhaps a sudden opening, especially concerning your ambitions, your career path, or even unexpected journeys. This could also manifest as a reconnection. Someone who has perhaps been watching your journey from a distance might feel moved to reach out, to share something important. Alongside this movement, there's a call to listen deeply to your inner knowing, touched by the energy of the High Priestess. Something that was hidden, perhaps veiled, feels ready to surface. Trust your intuition, those quiet gut feelings, the messages that arrive in dreams or through subtle synchronicities. Someone near you might be holding deep emotions, hesitant to reveal them. You might sense this unspoken current. This energy also highlights your own deepening spiritual connection, making it easier to discern what feels truly authentic for you, separating truth from illusion. The nurturing, flourishing energy of the Empress archetype also feels strongly present. This speaks to a time of deepening self-worth, of embracing radical self-care. Love, in all its forms, romantic, familial, and most importantly self-love, feels expansive. If someone has been hesitant with their feelings, their admiration or affection for you might be growing, reaching a point where it can no longer be contained. This Empress energy also echoes that theme of fertility, the birth of new relationships, creative sparks igniting, or perhaps shifts within the family structure. A sense of awakening or revelation, like the energy of the Judgment archetype, is also palpable. Someone connected to your past, or perhaps a connection that never fully blossomed, might be experiencing a profound inner shift regarding you. An awareness is dawning within them, compelling them towards clarity, perhaps seeking resolution or a new beginning with you. For you, Taurus, this is also a powerful time of reckoning in the most positive sense, seeing with clearer eyes what truly matters, making choices that align with your soul's deeper purpose. Trust this unfolding. It feels divinely guided. Finally, the principle of balance and truth, echoed by the Justice archetype, suggests that fairness will prevail. If you've experienced unfairness or imbalance in the past, the scales are subtly rebalancing. Negative energies feel like they're clearing, making way for what feels like karmic rewards, the natural consequence of your integrity and effort. The universe seems to be ensuring that what is truly meant for you finds its way, unobstructed. Whether in love, work, or personal matters, expect a sense of resolution. of receiving the recognition and respect you inherently deserve. Applying these energies to your well-being. Your body and mind feel like they are undergoing a gentle transformation. That Empress energy strongly encourages focusing on nurturing self-care, wholesome food, restorative rest, activities that soothe your soul. If health has been on the back burner, now feels like the perfect time to implement loving changes. The Judgment energy suggests renewal, perhaps overcoming past health concerns or having a profound realization about wellness. Your energy might ebb and flow, so listen closely to your body's needs. Avoid pushing too hard. The High Priestess highlights that powerful mind-body connection. Trust your intuition about what nourishes you and what depletes you. Meditation or quiet reflection could be deeply beneficial. And Justice reminds you to seek balance. If work or stress has tipped the scales, gently recalibrate your routines to support holistic health. Overall, your well-being is on an upward path, guided by inner wisdom. In your work or contribution to the world, prepare your heart to receive acknowledgement. Whether it's a formal promotion, quiet recognition, or positive feedback, it feels earned. The efforts, the experiences, the quiet dedication you've poured in, they've shaped you, prepared you for this moment, for the place you deserve to be. I know sometimes the journey feels long, maybe longer than you hoped, but trust that things arrive in sacred timing. Perhaps if it had come sooner, you wouldn't have felt quite ready to hold it. So, congratulations on reaching this space. It might be a subtle nod, or perhaps more responsibility, signaling growth. What feels clear is that your work is becoming more aligned, more expansive. And yes, if you are seeking new paths, a significant call or opportunity feels very close, perhaps initiated by your own actions, sending out feelers, connecting with the right people. Keep your communication channels open. Stay attentive. An old contact, someone from a previous chapter, might reappear with a promising opportunity, one that feels both fulfilling and financially supportive. Turning to your financial flow. Your relationship with resources feels like it's undergoing a significant shift. That Chariot energy suggests things might be moving faster than anticipated. If you've been waiting for returns, offers, or breakthroughs, expect movement soon. Unexpected avenues might open. A side project, a helpful gesture from an unexpected place. Your High Priestess intuition is your best guide here. Pay attention to those subtle nudges, numbers, or conversations that feel significant. If considering a large purchase or investment, gather information thoughtfully rather than rushing. Justice suggests financial karma is finding balance. Responsible actions bring rewards, while unresolved issues, like debts, call for gentle attention now. Negotiations or legal matters seem likely to resolve fairly. The Empress reminds you to nurture long-term stability. Building wealth is a gentle cultivation, involving saving, wise investing, or even learning new skills that nourish your future abundance. Fortune feels supportive, but your grounded wisdom and strategic patience are your greatest allies. Trust the unfolding. In the garden of love and connection, if you are sharing your life with a partner, this could be a time of deepening sweetness and understanding. You know how to love with that steadfast Taurus heart, offering affection, loyalty, understanding, and unwavering support. Venus, the planet of love and beauty and your ruling planet, seems to be bathing your connection in a warm glow. Stay anchored in your shared dreams and projects. Perhaps take a quiet moment today to express gratitude spoken or unspoken, for the gift of each other. How long has it been since you simply acknowledged the blessing of having each other? Beautiful shifts can arise from this foundation of appreciation. And if you are single, dear Taurus, it feels like you've been integrating the lessons of the past, perhaps accepting them with newfound grace. You've learned not to take things or people for granted, treasuring the small, precious gifts of life. There's a readiness about you now, isn't there? A readiness to share your heart, not from a place of lack, but from fullness. Finding the person whose soul resonates with yours takes its own time, its own gentle unfolding. Enjoy each step, each connection without pressure. Move slowly, steadily, trusting the process. If you are just getting to know someone and the feelings are mutual, vibrant and true, simply savor it. Let it unfold step by gentle step. Within the family constellation, that chariot energy suggests movement here too, perhaps literal moves, trips, or shifts in roles and responsibilities. If tensions have existed, expect progress towards understanding. The High Priestess hints at unspoken emotions within the family circle. Someone might be navigating something internally. Practice patience and deep listening. Your intuition can help you sense what's needed. Judgment brings powerful energy for reconciliation. If misunderstandings linger, now is a supportive time for mending fences, guided by compassion. The Empress infuses warmth and nurturing. You might find yourself offering guidance or comfort, your presence being a source of stability, and justice points towards restored balance, perhaps fairness, returning to shared responsibilities. Open, heartfelt communication will be the key to nurturing harmony. Energetically, today might feel moderate yet focused. Perhaps there's a gentle undercurrent, something you're quietly processing, but it likely won't stop you from attending to what matters. As the day unfolds, you might notice this steady energy helps you stay present, focused on breakfast during breakfast time, engaged in your work during work time, without borrowing worry from the future. Your inherent perseverance is a beautiful gift to lean into today. You have a wonderful ability to simplify, to see the core of things without overcomplicating. Let this be your guide. On the other hand, be gently mindful of annoyances. Try not to let the attitudes or actions of others ruffle your inner peace. Protect your precious time and energy. Also, watch the tendency to perhaps overthink, to let recurring thoughts loop endlessly. Do what is within your power. Release the rest. If you are studying or learning, remember the sacredness of rest. Even a short period of focused, refreshed attention is more valuable than hours of tired struggle. Allow your mind space to integrate. Adapt your methods if needed. In terms of energetic resonance with others today, you might find a particularly easy flow with Capricorn souls, sharing a patient, organized, grounded approach to things. With Scorpio energies, there could be a sense of shared depth, strength, and stability, a brave connection. And with Pisces energies, you might find common ground in quieter, more spiritual conversations, sharing a sense of trust that things are unfolding as they should, or at least will find their way to peace. It's less about specific beliefs and more about a shared feeling of hope and flow. Dear Taurus, this has been a journey through the whispers and energies surrounding you today. Thank you truly for sharing this space, this time with me. Remember, these insights are simply offerings, reflections to perhaps illuminate your own inner knowing, helping you navigate your path with ever more clarity and heart. If any part of this resonated, if it felt like a comforting hand on your shoulder or a spark of understanding, perhaps leave a little sign, a like, a comment, sharing a feeling or a thought. Your sharing might be the very light another traveler needs to see today. You can also subscribe and touch the notification bell if you feel called to continue walking this path together, receiving these gentle messages as they arrive. It's like saying yes to staying connected to these whispers from the universe. I hope your day unfolds with moments of quiet joy, deep peace, and positive manifestations aligning with your heart's truest desires. May you feel grounded, cherished, and guided, sending you so much warmth and a heartfelt blessing. Until we meet again in the next quiet moment.